Gulliver accidentally came to the island of little people. His body was tied up with a rope, only to see Gulliver shouted. Wood and earth piles rose up from the ground, and the man flew out dozens of meters. Standing up, Gulliver thought he was dreaming. But the result was that the next second the guards rode a horse and galloped, took a 2-meter javelin and stabbed it, and then threw out a dozen hooks, hooked Gulliver's fat buttocks and began to exert himself, and Gulliver fell directly into unconsciousness. When he woke up again, he was tied up in a car, through the city. All the citizens all gathered around, treating Gulliver as an alien creature. Coming to the entrance of the palace, they put Gulliver up. The next day, Gulliver was taken to the park and pulled the car and began to leave the ground. Just then, the country was attacked by an enemy and the alarm sounded. Upon hearing this, the guards hurriedly maneuvered the steering wheel and drove Gulliver back. The shackles on Gulliver were opened. At the critical moment, Gulliver arrived just in time. He grabbed the 2 men with 2 fingers and threw them into the river, easily saving the princess. When the guards arrived, the princess was long gone. But just as he put the princess on the ground, the alarm sounded again, the sound of fire. It turned out that the palace was on fire, which trapped the king inside. Gulliver took off his shorts and peed on the burning palace. The guards rushed to see this and proceeded to rush over. Gulliver turned around and pissed the rest of his urine on the guard. At night, the king prepared a celebration for Gulliver, who took a whole plate of dragon fruit pomegranates and ate them all in one bite. The next day, the king called 10,000 workers to build Gulliver a luxury villa, and in a flash Gulliver was on his way to the top of his life. What is even more exaggerated is that the king also removed the position of the guards, so that Gulliver became a general. This could make the guard angry. He came to the engine room in anger and turned off all the defense switches in the palace. This scene, just in time for the enemy 1,000 kilometers away to see it. They rushed to inform the king to prepare to start the battle. The next second, dozens of bombs flew from the sky, and a bombardment was directed towards the palace. The guards laughed at Gulliver, ready to bring down the country on his first day as general. Gulliver knew that the country was in danger and hurried in his red short sleeves,